convention there is. We touch, we feel, we speak, we emote with them. Many times it requires that we beat them up and abuse them. And so I looked at the opportunity, and I realized that because I was in the personal care business for 20 years and really saw that consumable packaged goods is a great way to go, because once somebody uses them up, they buy them again and again. I thought this was a great idea. I looked at the segments in the market, and it seemed that the fastest growing segment in the personal care industry is men's personal care.
First of all, let us see your hands.
Great.
We just want to make sure you're using your own product.
Well, I really saw.
I'm looking at his hair. The hair product.
So think about it, right? I sold $5 million worth of hair products. I don't have any hair. It works.
So in order to get into a Lowe's or Home Depot, they're probably going to ask you to test market this in 10 or 20 stores around the country.
They don't. Home Depot does it store-wide, so they'll take a chance. They'll do something like a freestanding insert. You know when you walk down the aisle and you have that cardboard standalone display. And if it sells out, then you get the chance to reorder, right? Other stores will do a test. So for example, if I did Tractor Supply, they'll do a test of 300 stores as opposed to 1,400 stores, right? We don't really sell tremendously in the spring and in the summer, but fall, winter, we do incredibly well.
So this is good for chapped hands because of weather-related issues?
It could be weather, it could be just you abuse your hands. So when I was in high school, I used to install aluminum siding and I'd beat my hands up every day.
Honestly, I don't think this product tells me what it does at all. Handstuff?
So generally, the way I sell this is I've sold it as with a display, and it goes at the counter. So it becomes an impulse item, and the support material around it will tell the story.
Yeah, the smell is great. $12 though is not an impulse item. Unless you're selling it to my wife, then everything's an impulse item.
Sure.
So let me tell you, first of all, it was announced before, I'm Ellie Katz. I'm president and CEO of National Retail Solutions. We're a division of IDT, which is a major Hispanic phone card business. I have my vice president, Eli Korn, here. We're in 50,000 bodegas around the country.
Sure.
We can get this in 20 to 30% of them.
Let's go.
In days.
Let's go.
And that's your market.
Let's go.
The Hispanic workers. And there's nothing about here that's Hispanic, and like he pointed out, I think your marketing needs a lot of work on. But the product's a very good product. I mean, I didn't use it really that much.
I'm completely open.
It smells great.
Thank you.
You're a super salesman, that's for sure.
Thank you.
I see how you sold the hair stuff.
Yeah.
Without the hair.
Without the hair.
You have 108 reps that you hired for this?
I have 108 reps. I think the way that they were independent contractors, right? They sold other products and they would go to where they have relationships. I have a relationship now with a company that they do it all by telemarketing, email, and phone. But
Like QVC?
No, but I have a connection at QVC, at Home Shopping Network, who has a show. And if I did the women's version, he said I could probably get it if it's the women's version and the men's version.
Is this size a little too big? I mean, I would assume that someone's, let's say, on a job, they wanted to take something from in their pocket, or it's this lasts probably about 3 years.
It lasts a long time.
So,
but if you use it every day, if you're somebody who, like you explained, right, who's working on a job every day, you may use it twice a day or 3 times a day.
Tell me more about the previous company that you built up.
So I created this company with my ex-wife called the Jane Carter Solution. How it started was Jane was a hairdresser, woke up one day and couldn't breathe. So she owned a salon. She was an educator and a national educator for Clairol and another company. And so she woke up one day and couldn't breathe. She went to the hospital and they said, "Here, take these steroids, you'll be fine." She says, "What are you talking about? I'm not taking any steroids for the rest of my life." "No. What's wrong with me?" They said, "We think you're allergic to ingredients and products." So Jane went back and started reading about ingredients, and she actually created the formulas that we produced in my kitchen, and then my basement, and then my garage. And I went out and sold and went from salon to salon.
How did you get into the big ones, CVS?
You know, it's a question of creating your own luck. So I sold to local health food stores. I then pitched Whole Foods. At the time, I pitched Whole Foods regionally. At the time, were 9 regions. I went to the Northeast region. The buyer,
How long ago is this? I'm sorry.
I'm going to say that I sold to Whole Foods probably originally in 2005. I think I opened my first one.
Are they still carrying it right now?
Yes.
Tell me exactly what you want to do with the 250.
So I'll probably spend about $80,000 manufacturing products. I will invest $60,000 on.
You're talking about creating inventory or formulating?
No, the formula's already done. So it's just creating inventory.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about your exit from your first company.
It was kind of a little crazy negotiation. I did a do not compete for 2 years. I got paid a couple $100,000 up front. I negotiated a deal through a mergers and acquisitions attorney to get paid commission until they pay it for a couple of the accounts that I closed at the end, Sally and Ulta. And then I went out and tried to create a sales training company. Found it was really hard to do.
And who'd you sell to? Who was the buyer?
I sold to a company, and it's a company that's already in the hair care distribution business. They have distribution, they own some brands, they own retail outlets, and it seemed like a pretty good partner at the time for my ex-wife. I felt that she can now move this forward and grow the business.
I have to agree with him. I mean, I feel like you are an unbelievable salesman.
Thank you.
And probably shouldn't just be marketing one item. You probably should be doing what the 108 independent contractors are doing out there for you, and obviously doing a pretty weak job if they only did $80,000 of sales
I agree.
in 12 months.
I agree.
So what I would say is that you probably should either, get into some more products and start selling. I mean, this.
So in January, I started consulting to a friend of mine who makes professional hair color. And I've opened up 10 distributors in 3 months. Really. So I know what I can do.
What I'm saying is diversifying your portfolio. I mean, this is a one-hit wonder. It could be a smashing success,
Sure.
and it could fall like the thousands of other products out there that never make it to the shelves.
I have a distribution route. It's the route that would probably use this the most. I don't like your price point that you're selling it at. I don't think the people shopping in these stores, the Hispanic market, will go for that type of number. But I do feel I can get you into a lot of the other stores, the Jetro Restaurant Depots, some of these other markets where you can target the right people. I'm not sure about the $250,000 number, but I do believe in you. As long as you're not remarried again. Did you remarry? Okay, we don't want to have that problem also. As long as you have that fire in the belly. So I would consider investing something and talking to you about doing something with this.
A couple of comments. I think, first of all, good presentation, interesting product. I think it's a really crowded space. I think the valuation is quite fair, but I think you're underestimating the amount of capital you're going to need going forward. I think it's a lot more than $250,000. Al?
In the company as it is right now, I would not invest. I don't know if I even have anything strategic to add, so I think you're probably best off with someone that can add in some sort of a strategic way. I do believe that you should change slightly the look.
I'm ready.
I'm Ellie Katz, President of National Retail Solutions. We are a subsidiary of IDT Corporation, a publicly traded company. We started a point-of-sale register company around 2.5 years ago to help support our bodega and independent convenience store network, our reach and our telecom products and telecom portal is in close to 50,000 stores nationwide. I was very fascinated by the hand cream, but more by the hand cream, I was also impressed by the developer, Michael Hellerman.
First of all, I met Joel Klein, I don't know, about 6 months ago. And like Ellie said, Joel is this quiet, unassuming person, but he's a connector. He's always thinking and looking for angles to help people grow their businesses, which I thought was really awesome. And so he invited me to be at a BizTank, and really not knowing what to expect, I showed up to an overwhelming audience, which was really great, and a panel of entrepreneurs that have certainly great experience, whether it's investing in businesses or growing their own businesses. So that experience was rather terrific, I thought. And just to be with other entrepreneurs and to talk about something that I created that I'm looking to grow is always a terrific opportunity, right? Meeting Ellie was great.